Today we're going to go ahead and try and make a song in under 45 minutes. There's a couple of rules. First and foremost, we have to have 2 verses and 2 choruses. Otherwise, it doesn't count. All of the lyrics have to be made up on the spot. All of the music has to be made up on the spot. This doesn't include mixing or anything like that because, well, we have 45 minutes. Originally, I was going to try and go for an hour, but I actually ended up having work the day that I did this. The audio for the actual recording got messed up, so I'm going to kind of talk over it and explain what was happening, and then we'll take a listen at the very end. Stick around for that. And if you're here for this kind of content, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to. Now, right off the bat, I already wasted precious seconds, and trust me, I would definitely want those later on. Rookie mistake number 1. I should have tuned before this. Not tuning beforehand. I started with this chord thing. I've been playing a lot of G majors lately, so I went right away to there. Did not like it, so I immediately moved on, just trying to get through ideas as quick as I could possibly go. And honestly, I found something pretty quick, which I was pretty happy with. I wasted no time and hopped right into recording it just so I can get the idea fresh out, kind of on the paper as it were, and moving on to other stuff. And almost immediately, we kind of hit a roadblock. I was struggling to get that initial idea actually just recorded nice and clean, at least clean enough to get it going. Thankfully, after a little bit, I was able to get that guitar part down and then loop it so that way we could start writing out the rest of the parts for the verse. So I jumped right back into guitar. I wanted to kind of convey that initial idea we had, but maybe with a little bit more meat to it this time. So I honestly just used some power chords, and that sounded pretty good. And then, unfortunately, back to recording. Thankfully, I got lucky, and it was much, much easier recording this portion of the guitars. And I finished that, clocking in just around 5 minutes. With 40 minutes left, I was feeling pretty confident that we were at a good pace and things were going pretty smoothly. Unfortunately, it wasn't smooth sailing the whole time. The guitar already done, I kind of wanted to get started on some drums. I usually like to have kind of the groove of things going before I start working on any lyrics or anything like that. It tends to help me out. And then I discovered that my headphone cable was not, in fact, long enough to reach my kit. Oops. Drum recording was not too bad, thankfully. And honestly, I think this was a bit of a risky move, but I decided to jump straight into doing some vocals. And between making sure the drums were in time enough for us to get our stuff done and getting a vocal chain set up and everything, wasted a lot of precious few minutes there. But at this point, we're closing in on half an hour left.
You don't give a damn about anything anymore. I haven't seen you since last year. And everyone you know has found something more. But you still don't know what you fear.
First couple lines of the verse actually came out super, super easy, but I really felt like I didn't want it to be too much at once, and I wanted a little space between there, so I thought maybe let's put in a little tag, something with a guitar or maybe another instrument, and give us a little bit of breaking between all that singing. And we may have been getting really close to that 30-minute mark, but there's always time for water. Now, I'm totally a rhythm guitar player, so lead is always a bit of a challenge for me. The idea actually came pretty quick, but when it came to recording it, that was definitely another story entirely. The first 3 minutes of trying to record this tag goes by, and I still don't have a clean take. I was definitely starting to feel the pressure. Thankfully, we were able to get it recorded. So with that out of the way, we went straight back into vocals. But we gotta have the water first.
The back porch of your grandmother's house still has that rocking chair. Remember how you used to fall out? A mess of dirt and hair.
Alright, we're gonna go into the chorus there. Honestly, these verses came out really, really easy. Word vomit definitely was the way to go. I have no idea what I'm saying in these lyrics. They sound like lyrics. Right. Thankfully, I was able to figure out what I wanted for the guitar first try. valuable time lost tuning. Recording this guitar part for the chorus actually was a little bit easier than the verse one for sure, but the problem with this one is we have to double it up, so I had to record it a second time. Now at this point we were just playing power chords, and I did want this song to not be too crazy, but I wanted it to be a little bit more full. So I had the idea to go and record some open chord versions of what we've been playing already. So wrapping up the guitar on that chorus, things were going pretty well. I was feeling pretty good. We're about to add some drums, but I was not keeping my eye on the clock with us rapidly reaching the 25-minute mark.
We only have 20 minutes left.
Since we were pretty short on time, I tried to go straight into drums. I went back and forth on a couple different ideas. I was having a bit of trouble getting to kind of get exactly what I wanted out of these drums. Of course, when the pressure's starting to hit, my computer decides to crap out and just randomly stop working over and over again. So we went back into drums for the third time, hopefully to get it right this time. Thankfully, we were able to get the drums recorded. So next, I actually went ahead and listened back to what we had so far, just to kind of catch myself up on where we were and what was going on. We had the bones for the chorus kind of laid out without the vocals or anything like that. I wanted to be able to kind of move really quickly into the next part of the song, which would be the next verse and the next chorus. Here is where I actually went and added some of the bells during the verse, kind of with that little lead line, which you already heard sneak peek of. And then we jumped right into vocals.
Do you remember when you got your first car? And the sunroof caved in? Do you remember how you couldn't get too far? 'Cause you were always waiting. What am I saying?
The vocals actually went pretty well. I was a fan of how the melody turned out, but I wasn't a huge fan of kind of where it fit inside of the song. But unfortunately, it was what it was. We needed to get the rest of this done before we ran out of time. So we jumped right into the verse vocal. I copy and pasted the last verse so we could dive right into vocals for the second one.
If time is standing still, and are we still revolving round the sun? I'm tired of not seeing anyone. Every memory's become traced with a bittersweet reality. There's not many left.
Second verse done.
We got 2 minutes. Gotta be different lyrics. Oh god. Okay.
I was cracking a little bit.
Alright, you. Okay. Every second is the same. Unless I'm feeling pain. Trying not to ignore everything you waited for.
So we got one full take of that last chorus in, and I hated it.
I hate that.
I thought it was awful, so I actually used the very little time we had left to try and hop back in.
We have 1 minute. To say what's on my mind. If I could even find the words to say it anyway, would you listen? Would you say?
And then my voice cracked on the last line.
Okay,
And just like that, we were out of time. Time to take a listen.
here we go. do like this kind of beginning section, and just like the verse vibes, you know?
You don't give a damn about anything anymore. I haven't seen you since last year. And everyone you know has found something more. But you still don't know what you fear. Back porch of your grandmother's house.
I like this verse. I like the sound of it a
Still
lot.
has that rocking chair.
Makes me feel nostalgic.
Remember how you used to fall out? A mess of dirt and hair. Do you remember when you got your first car? And the sunroof caved in? Do you remember how you couldn't get too far? 'Cause you were always waiting. Time is standing still, and are we still revolving round the sun? I'm tired of not seeing anyone.
Okay, okay.
Every memory's becoming traced with a bittersweet reality. There's not many left. And I'm running out of time to say what's on my mind. If I could even find the words to say it anyway, would you listen? Would you say?
I like the second chorus a lot more. I guess final thoughts. Final thoughts. I wish I had that hour instead of 45 minutes. If I had that hour, I think I would have been able to make it a lot better. But also, I don't think that second verse would have came out as good because I was feeling the pressure there and it just kind of bit. And I like that second verse a lot, actually. Honestly, I don't think this is that bad. I think things I would change if I had all the time in the world. The chorus section, I mean, this obviously isn't mixed or anything. I just kind of wrote it. Mixing would be a whole different thing. There's no way I could possibly do that in that amount of time. The chorus does not sound great instrumentally and stuff. There's obviously no bass in anything either, so definitely like to put bass in here. I like the way the verse sounds a lot though, and I'm also thinking that I think for the chorus, I really like the way that the low octave sounds in the verse, so I feel like I actually might want to do octaves on the chorus, right? And I would just kind of put the upper as like a background vocal. And then I think that I'd be really interested to hear how that sounds. If I had a little more time, I would have done that, I think. Because I think that'd be cool. I like that lower voice stuff. I think that sounds pretty cool. All in all, that went a lot better than I expected.
And there it is. So we were indeed able to make a song in 45 minutes. Definitely some things that could have been better. Definitely some things I think that could have been worse. But we got it. We did it in the end. We were able to pull it off. If you like this kind of content, again, please feel free. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It'd be super, super awesome. It means a big, big deal here. And if you want some more of this, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so, so much. You guys have a great one. I will catch you next time.